Afternoon, everyone. Welcome to another episode with Hayden B Grilling. Now tonight we're going to grill up some chicken wings. I've never grilled up chicken wings. My wife and I both love wings, but we've always been kind of scared and hesitant to make them. But we're going to give it a good shot tonight, so let's get after it. The recipe that I found said we're going to cook these on the indirect side. Now with my grill at 400 degrees. Now with my grill lighting just one burner, I'm scared I'm not going to quite get to that temperature. So we're gonna fire it up and see how it goes. I'll go ahead and set my temperature probes inside the grill on the indirect side, just that way I can monitor, get an accurate measurement on my internal temperature. Now the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to combine 1 tablespoon of cornstarch into a bowl with 1 tablespoon. Now tonight's seasoning, I'm going to use this honey garlic barbecue rub. Fire and Smoke is the maker of this one. But then I'm going to put 1 tablespoon of that in here. And now we're just going to mix these 2 seasonings around. You know what? We ain't got a lot of wings, but for what we got, that ain't quite looking like enough. So I'm going to double that. I'm going to go 2 tablespoons of each. Things that I'm using tonight, I bought 2 packs of these wingettes from Walmart. So that's what we're going to give us, get ready to put on the grill. First thing we're going to do is put these wingettes, we're going to put them in a Ziploc bag. Alrighty, now we got them all in a bag. We're going to take that seasoning we mixed together with the cornstarch. We're just going to dump that down into the bag. Now we're just going to take that bag and we're just going to kind of shake it around, try to get everything nice and coated with that seasoning. So I was kind of afraid of this happening. By lighting only 1 burner, I've gotten to that 308 mark and pretty well sitting there. So we're going to have to light the other side, but we're going to turn it down really, really low. I wasn't able to get this down to dead on 400 with 1 burner on all the way. What was it, a little over 300 that I showed you. Then turn both burners on down all the way. I'm at 418, but been able to pretty well maintain that. So we're going to roll with that 418. We're just going to monitor the internal temperature. Forgive the neighbor's dogs in the background, but we're gonna go ahead and start putting these on the grill. I'm gonna put them skin side up first. I've never cooked chicken wings, so I don't know if it's even possible, but when we put our other probe inside the fattiest part on this bird here, we're gonna raise or lower it down, and we're going to try to cook these for 15 minutes, but I'm going to be monitoring my internal temperature. We're wanting to get to that 165 mark, so once we get about halfway, we'll go ahead and flip them. The recipe that I found said that, you know, chicken 165 is what you're shooting for, but he said they actually tasted better at 175 to 180. So I'm going to let these go to where our internal temperature for this side is about 87, 88, and then we'll flip them over. I got my timer going. But like I said, that timer's there, 15 minutes each side, but I'm really shooting for that internal temperature more so than I am time. All right, folks, so we just reached 88 internal. So I'm gonna go ahead and flip these dudes over and see how they're looking. Come on, chicken. So we got some pretty good golden color in here going on. I'm afraid they're drying out though, but we're gonna close the lid and wait till we hit that 175 mark. Folks, we just hit 165 on our internal temp. But I'm gonna go ahead and I've flipped them, and I'm gonna lower the lid, and I'm gonna let it hit that 175 like we talked about before. I had been worried that these are gonna be really dried out. Just every time I flipped them, they look dried out. But I'm thinking that that's why that cornstarch played into the effect there. It gave us that good like crust on the outside, but it kept the inside nice and juicy. I can hear juice and whatnot dripping down in the grate, so I'm hoping it's going to turn out right. So we'll give it a look-see here in a little bit. Now, folks, this was the big dog in the yard, so to speak, the big chicken on the block. So I know I have that internal temperature, that probe rod, but it's chicken. Chicken scares the hell out of me. Biggest fear is I'm gonna get my family sick. But I'm gonna go ahead and use this big dude here to check, see how our chicken is looking. And folks, you know that talk I had earlier about being worried that it was dried out? This some gun is not dry, and it is perfectly cooked. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go ahead and give this that all important taste test, but we're not done with the video yet. That's not dry at all, folks. It's freaking perfect. Finger licking good. Folks, in my opinion, these some guns, they taste so damn good right now, they don't even need the sauce. But we're gonna take them inside and we're gonna get them in some buffalo sauce. And so let's go get them. Let's go get them dipped. Now this recipe that I found, it called for a mixture for the buffalo sauce using Frank's, but my wife, she likes the old buffalo sauce, so we're gonna go with some traditional buffalo sauce. So let's get that whooped up together. All right, folks, so I put some of these wings into this little baking dish here. We're not baking anything, but what I'm gonna do, I bought a bottle of buffalo sauce, Buffalo Wild Wing buffalo sauce, and I'm gonna squirt these on here. All right, and then we're gonna grab the wings. We're just gonna kind of flip them around, get them nice and coated in this buffalo sauce. All right, folks, so there was nothing complex about that. We just poured that buffalo sauce into a pan and squirted some on top of it, and then just kind of rolled these around into the buffalo sauce. All right, so we poured that buffalo sauce onto it. So we're about to give it that all important taste test. That was really, really freaking good. It was so easy. Just 2 ingredients, cornstarch, and then that seasoning that we used. But that cornstarch, I was wondering why we were using cornstarch, but that created a crust on the outside of the chicken. So that way when it was cooking, it didn't drain and get dehydrated and dried out. So the chicken was very juicy, very good. Then you add that old Buffalo Wild Wings buffalo sauce onto it. Folks, you know what's coming up this weekend? Championship weekend. So it's be a good little meal right here to have for the football games this weekend. Y'all, as always, like, subscribe. Let me know what you think.